Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at what's in store today. So today we are taking part in Vigil of Blades. Now for this battle I was in the Eminent 2 room and I was with some of my warband members as well, which is always fun. So I actually had Lana, Game Zone and Xeon with me here. Xeon you'll know as Chira Gaming and Game Zone obviously you know as Game Zone Gaming. So it was quite nice to be with some of my warband guys, and Lana we've not played with so much recently because she's just come back from holiday, so it was really great to be in a team with all three of these guys. So for this battle we weren't sure what to expect. We were against a clan known as Infinite Storm. A few of you may know this clan already as I have a few friends there. I recently made a video with my friend Goku from this clan, and I know from experience and from playing with a lot of their guys over the last few years that they are a really strong PvP clan, a lot of strong players. These people know their builds, and I knew this was going to be a really fun battle from the start. So we definitely both gave each other a fight from both the Shadows and Immortal side, and I was really excited to be a part of this. It's always much more fun if you actually get a decent battle. So fighting against some of my friends in this clan was definitely a lot of fun. So you've probably noticed this build setup is not the same build that I normally use for Vigil of Blades, Alley of Blood or Shadow War. I've actually gone in with my Battleground Convoy build. So I've been having quite a lot of success with this recently in Battleground Convoy, as you've seen from those videos also. And so I thought I would try it out here so that I'm offering my team a little bit more than just CC. So this is a freeze and fire build, which means it's going to have some damage. It's got some damage over time effects, and it's obviously got that little bit of CC as well. So it gives you kind of like the best of both worlds. It gets some main kills and lots of assists as well, just helping out the team as much as possible. So I'd already decided kind of what my positioning would be for this battle. I wanted to make sure that I hung back a little bit and allowed my team to push forward, especially obviously those playing melee builds and melee classes, as this would allow them to push forward while our towers still stay defended. So my main objective, as always in these battles, was to just stop people getting through to our towers and obviously taking our towers down. So you can see we're already making quite good progress here on the first tower, and this is going to help us push forward. I've got a lot of CC on me here, managed to get out there with the teleport, and you can see as well that my legendary gems have kicked in there as well. So annoyingly they kicked in kind of at the wrong time, but yeah, that sometimes just happens with these skills. So we're on a 5 kill streak, which is quite nice. I don't normally get this in this kind of mode, but obviously like I mentioned, having a little bit of damage with the actual CC in this build definitely helps, and that's what I've been having success with in Battleground Convoy as well. I know a lot of the spam builds have been quite popular for PvP recently, especially for things like Vigil of Blades and obviously the new Battleground Convoy as well. However, I don't have a lot of success with these playing on mobile. The mobile screens don't always register when you're tapping skills, doesn't always register where you're positioning skills, as I've explained previously in other videos as well. So I've just been going with this, which is kind of like an old build that I worked on and seems to be working pretty well. But as you can see, my team here is amazing and doing a great job at pushing forward. So we've actually taken down the second tower now, and we're doing well for kills here as well. So it was a little bit of an unbalanced match, I would say, with regards to resonance. On each team, I think our team was higher resonance overall, but it was still a really fun match to actually be a part of, as I mentioned, and to fight some of my friends as well is always a lot more fun than just being against people that you don't normally play with or know. But as I said, I was worried about what we might be facing because I have a few very high resonance friends in this clan, and I was really hoping not to see them, which thankfully I didn't, because I really didn't want to meet any of my like high reso, high secondary friends in these battles, because then it's not so fun just getting killed over and over. So it was a victory for our team. MVP of the match was Lord Taz. Some of you may remember Taz from my the Vault defense videos. We defended Vault every day during the Immortal reign, and had quite a lot of fun together. So again, it was nice being on the same team as him and the others in our clan here as well. So really happy with that result. Crazy amount of assists there, 7 kills, 0 deaths and 18 assists. So yeah, victory for our team. So we're going to take a look now at how the other battles were also doing for Vigil of Blades. So having a look here, quite a few of the matches have ended. So all the Eminent battles have ended, and the Exalted battles, there's still one in progress. And by the time I actually opened this, we've got a few others still in progress. We lost quite a few rooms at this point. So let's take a look at the Exalted room and see how this battle is going as well. I think this is going to be pretty intense. and there's going to be obviously a lot of higher resonance people in this battle as well. So we're going to shadow 767 here for a while. So he is playing Tempest, and obviously Tempest is still really strong in PvP. This is obviously pre-nerf, pre-changes. There's class balance coming this week, so this will look a little bit different. Obviously Tempest will look a little bit different after those class balances come into play. Same with Barbarian and also Crusader, so it'll be interesting to see what that is like when those changes come into place. So we'll be taking a look at that obviously in game. Once those changes happen, I'll be playing some Battleground and giving some feedback on obviously exactly how those balances feel in PvP moving forward. Now, taking a look at the tab on the left, this match is super close already. So we're at 31 kills to the Immortals and 37 kills to the Shadows, and both teams have taken just one tower down each. Now, there's several Crusaders on the Immortal team, so obviously they're going with quite a lot of immunity there for their team, which is definitely a huge advantage. Crusaders have a huge amount of immunity still in PvP, and yeah, it was interesting to actually see this in place when it's obviously from higher resonance players as well. I've noticed in Battleground Convoy, as many of you have, that Crusaders are pretty much dominating that mode due to the fact that they're pretty much always immune to everything. Their shields, they can just constantly bring their shields back, and obviously if they're then using something like Cheat Death from Paragon or the Saviour pets, that gives them even more chance of that surviving and the survivability there. So we have quite a few players down at this moment, so we have quite a few Immortals down, quite a few Shadows down as well, and it's still a super close match. They've taken down the second tower at this point, so it's going to be harder for our team to pull back from that. I don't know how much more they're going to be able to push forward at this point. Obviously leaving the heart now exposed with no towers in front of that, it's going to be a little bit more challenging to try and win this battle for the Shadows and for our clan. I'm actually glad I got to catch the end part of this match after our battle, because quite often with Vigil of Blades we end up in quite a long match ourselves, so there's not always time for me to actually look into other battles, and it's interesting to see obviously how different players perform, what the team setups were like, and obviously the overall results for the battle as well. So yeah, we're getting really close to our heart here. There's a little bit of health already taken from our crystal heart, so we need to try and make sure that we're protecting that for the rest of this battle, and that's not going to be that easy with so many strong players. So taking a look here at the overall result for our clan, we've had all wins on the Eminent Rooms, but unfortunately losses on the Famed and Proud battles. We've had one win in Exalted and one loss in Exalted, so that's going to be pretty close if we win that last room. It was pretty much a full win, Gravitas versus Bloodthirsty Teddy Bears, that was all wins there, and same with Blood Reapers versus Fight Club. So yeah, we'll see what happens for the rest of this battle. It's obviously already going to be a Shadow victory from the looks of things with the overall results from the other two Shadow clans. So let's see if we can win this battle and what happens overall. For now, I'm going to leave you listening to a little bit of music while you enjoy the video, and we'll come back together at the end to discuss the results. So this match was an Immortal victory, which gave the Immortals the win against our clan overall as well. So MVP of the match was Asteris from our clan, and it was a defeat with 71 kills from the Immortals and 82 kills from the Shadows. So as I said, everyone gave a really good fight here, and it was definitely a fun battle to watch and probably even more fun to be a part of. So this was the overall result. Week 2, it was another Shadow victory. So we have week 3 coming this week, and obviously we'll see if we get another Shadow victory overall here. But yeah, really fun to actually be a part of Vigil of Blades this week, and hopefully I'll be bringing you another video for this next week. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Official Diablo partner.